Hope you're doing good. Micah back with another video. Back here to talk about watchOS 10.4, a very, very strange update for the Apple Watch this time around. 10.4 RC build dropped last Monday, right? So 8 days ago, the RC build dropped. And then around like Thursday, Friday, the official release dropped. And although I caught it because I was already scheduled out in terms of content, I couldn't get you guys a video last week, so my apologies. But I am back this week on a Tuesday. Well, yes, Tuesday, getting this update out for our Apple Watches. And what I'm starting to notice with these updates as well is more and more these updates are starting to become a little bit more exclusive towards the Series 9 and Ultra/Ultra 2 because of gestures being inserted in these updates. More and more gestures are now being included. And so I'll mention some of them as we go through all the new changes, improvements, and updates with watchOS 10.4 with my Apple Watch SE first generation. But yes, for me personally, I will be looking at grabbing an Ultra or a Series 9 in the future, so that way I can kind of keep up with these updates for you guys as well. So be patient with me, but at least we can still cover the fundamentals of the software. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys ignite the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. It's all free, that way it's from videos, so you and I can sit back, check, see what's cracking. Now let's get into watchOS 10.4, and the first thing we're going to address is the amount of emojis that are now also included with watchOS 10.4. Yes, over 118-ish emojis have dropped with the new Unicode with watchOS 10.4, iOS 17.4, and iPad OS 17.4. Maybe those emojis also span across the other Apple platforms as well, but I definitely know for at least these three pieces of software, we have new emojis, which include head nodding emojis. I think it's a dragon emoji and some fruit. I think a lime, a chain unlink, just to name a few. A lot of accessibility and the ability to change the look of the emoji, like skin tone and stuff like that, is included with this update. So shout out to Apple for keeping us entertained with the amount of emojis that we can play around with. Vision Pro, the double tap to ignore option is here in the Apple Watch. So if we come into here, actually tell you the truth, that will not be available on the SE because this doesn't have the double tap feature. So, and the double tap is when you have it on your wrist and you kind of tap your fingers together. That's not available on the SE model. It is available on the Series 9 and Ultra 2. And because you can do a lot of double tap features with that new S9 chip, it could interfere with your double tap reactions with Vision Pro. The next thing that they added is Siri can now be called out by just saying the S word instead of saying, hey, S word. So they added that with the watch as well. And you can read incoming messages in multiple languages, such as Spanish, Portuguese, French, German, and more. So if you guys are interested in that with Siri being able to read your messages to you, you have that capability here on the Apple Watch. The timer has also been updated, or at least the timer UI. So if we come in here and we click this again, and one of these is the timer. I think it is this one in the middle. No active timers. This is the new look for timers. Now I frequent a 1-minute timer for workouts, but this is in here now. As you guys can see, we have a lot of different new timer looks, and just they wanted to update to bring things more in unison with the rest of the software. So shout out to Apple for the new updated timer UI. Tap to show notification settings now allows you to double tap to expand your notifications. That is another gesture feature that is limited to the Series 9 and Ultra 2. And that means if you have a notification, I don't have any right now, but let's say you had a notification in here, it would show just a sliver of it, but if you double tap your fingers together, it would actually expand the notifications so you can see the full message within that notification, all just at your fingertips, literally. Shout out to Apple for adding more gestures with the Apple Watch. It makes it a lot more intuitive to use without having to use another hand to play around with your watch. Using your wrist and fingers is where we need to go in the future, in my humble opinion. Now, using Apple Pay with Confirm with Assistive Touch requires passcode for additional security. It will not support double click button. So let's say right now, if I double click, it'll bring up, oh, my bad, wrong button. The side button, not the crown, the side. So if I double click the side, it's going to bring up my Apple Pay. Now, if you go into settings, which you can find on the watch or on the phone. So let's just say, let's use the phone to show you guys in the Apple Watch app. So if I want to come in here into the phone, we come in here to the Apple Watch. You come down here to accessibility, and then upon scrolling down through accessibility, we're going to find Assistive Touch. So once we click on Assistive Touch and you head into Assistive Touch, you're going to notice Enable Confirm with Assistive Touch. So, and this is where it says exactly what I just said. Use Assistive Touch to confirm payments with the passcode or any time double clicking the side button is required. So this is another option you can use when it comes to using your Apple Pay on your Apple Watch. It requires additional security, essentially, with the Assistive Touch, but at least, you have another option for your Assistive Touch and Apple Pay functionality. The other thing that this update brought, it resolved an issue that causes some users to experience false touches on the display. So if you're wearing the watch, right, and you're just going around doing your thing, well, sometimes some users were experiencing phantom touches on the display, meaning it thought it was touched and it wasn't. Now, you could argue maybe some of that could have been with your sleeve, so maybe it's just better touch recognition as well. A sleeve, the wind blew by and the display was sensitive and it may have reacted to that. So maybe that's some of the things that Apple tweaked so that way it better corresponds to real touches as opposed to non-people based touches. It also fixed an issue that prevents contacts from syncing to Apple Watch for some users. So again, some users were experiencing not being able to access certain contacts on their Apple Watch. Maybe they added new contacts on their phone and they were hoping for it to sync and see on their Apple Watch, but that didn't happen. Apple is saying that they fixed that issue with the Apple Watch here, and new watch face colors. And again, we'll go back to the phone for that because it's just a lot easier to navigate. So we go in here to Apple Watch again, and we scroll over here to gallery, and let's just pick, I think I can do it with the California dial, but let's do some color. Let's just do the color. And if we select, you scroll on over here to add, right here at the top, we have new spring 2024 colors, right in time for spring because spring is in a couple weeks. So right here, you have new colors, a new red, a new, I guess that's white, silver, yellow, blue, pink, new colors for you to use on your Apple Watch. If you like blasting color on your Apple Watch, you have that here, and it should be available for multiple watch faces as well. It's just easy to demonstrate that here with color. And let's just say we go on the chronograph, and let's see if we scroll all the way down here to color. As you see here, spring 2024 is also available for the chronograph watch face. So have fun with your watches. Have fun with your watch faces with watchOS 10.4. And that is pretty much all that I found when it came to watchOS 10.4, because I typically like rocking the RC build, and I do some extensive research both on Apple's website and curating of Apple Watch content to make sure I get and find, and upon my own research, try to notate everything I can for the Apple Watch, for the iOS software, for the iPadOS software, for you guys, so that way you guys are as informed as possible when updating your Apple devices. Let me know down in the comment section below, has this update improved for you? I will say, battery life wise, the first day after downloading the watchOS 10.4 RC build, which I didn't get another update because the RC build is usually the build that drops. What was funny was that same day I took it off the charger. I would say within 15 to 18 hours, it had dropped down to 10% or had died. That was the first day I downloaded the watchOS software. The next day going forward, I've experienced tremendous battery life. You're looking at phone quality battery life on the SE first generation with this update. And what I mean by that is I want to say 12 to 15 hours and had only lost 25 to 30% on the watch. Like, I got 2 days out of my battery, out of my Apple Watch. Very impressive. Now, I do have settings that I also use, or I don't use, I should say, to also improve battery life, because to me it is a watch at the end of the day, a glorified fitness tracker, but it's also a watch. And so there's certain things that I do use and don't use, but I got very quality, very good battery life out of watchOS 10.4 since running the software as of last Monday. So I've been eight days in on this software, and I can confirm great battery life of watchOS 10.4. Seems like with the watches, that first day, it will take it's gonna drain battery life because it's adjusting the software. So that first day, this little battery is gonna get zapped. But going forward, it makes those adjustments within 24 hours, and you're experiencing great battery life going forward. So I also want to talk about that to you guys, and also bring the fact that the performance overall has been solid. Haven't noticed any quirkiness. I haven't really noticed any slowdowns. I will say, whenever I rotate, there's that brief stutter, right? There's a brief stutter the first time. Now you guys see it's fine, but it's only because it's got to bring in that, it's this row right here, the clock and the date. That's the delay, but it's only after the first time you do it. It's smooth after that, but it's just that first time there's a slight jitter to it. But outside of that, it has been fantastic. Haven't noticed anything. I've been enjoying it. I almost also want to argue, low key, that this is a new watch face for the SE first generation, which is the modular face, where you can have 3 at the bottom and 1 main one in the middle. Previously, it seemed like there was only like 1 or 2 you could have, which was 1 here and 1 here. So I think that may have been added to the SE models, or at least the SE first generation model of watchOS 10.4 as well. And modular compact. I believe modular compact was the only one that was here prior to. I don't remember this modular being here, because if it would, I would have been had it. So I low-key believe they added that recently. You have the Nike compact, which is decent, but that is the one face that I think is new as well for the SE models, or at least the SE first generation model. But I believe that modular face that I'm using now, that I've been showing you guys on my Apple Watch, is new for the SE first generation, second generation model. It's been around for the official series watches, but not the SE series watches, but it's here now. So I thought I'd bring that to you guys too real quick for watchOS 10.4. And again, let me know you guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. But again, as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn notification bells all free. That way it's no videos, so you and I can sit back, check, see what's cracking. So remember, Micah signing out. Until the next video, it's Apple Watch time. Wait for it.